Page 71, Gardens. We have already seen how the global and universal environment composed of the seven creations is so important to practitioners of the good religion. A healthy environment makes it possible for all of humanity to grow and prosper. On a smaller scale, Mozdans are known to cultivate spaces which enhance tranquility, pleasure, and comfort. These are the famous Zoroastrian or Persian gardens. In Persian, such a garden is known as a bagh. They are modeled on our knowledge of the structure of heaven. The word paradise comes from the Old Persian paradiso, a walled garden or park. One of the most typical designs for these gardens is one which is divided by 4 water courses. It is this image which is evoked in the description of the Garden of Eden in the Genesis. Persian gardens are designed to be cool in the hot, arid environment of the Iranian plateau. There are several possible design principles in the design and building of a Persian garden space. They can be as big as several acres or as small as the patio behind your apartment. They create spaces for personal prayer and meditation, interpersonal interaction, and aesthetic appreciation. Being within these spaces promotes health and well-being on all levels. As a way to promote health and happiness on all levels, regular retreats to these spaces are recommended. One of the oldest known formal Persian gardens is found at the ruins of Cyrus the Great's capital city, Pasargad. Its design shows the archetype of the best form of a garden of this type. Gardening was so important to the Zoroastrian emperors of Persia that they wanted to be remembered first as gardeners, then as emperors. It should be a goal of followers of the good religion to create their own personal garden spaces and propagate the construction of such gardens everywhere. Cultivation of plants. From the legend of the grain, we learned that it is thought that Zarathustra himself cultivated a garden or orchard. The story also implies that this garden was the site of his school of philosophy, where the future Acharvans were being trained. Zarathustra saw the cultivation of useful plants as an exercise in the practice of truth. It is a peaceful, non-injurious method of producing food. When arranged in a garden, plants help create an environment which is healthy and provides an atmosphere of pleasure and happiness for those who tarry within the garden walls. Design of the garden at Pasargad. From a religious perspective, it is seen that the follower of the good religion should make an effort to cultivate useful and beautiful plants. This could be as simple as a box of tomatoes or a flower bed in the front of your house, but aspire to do more of it if at all possible. Ideally, you will raise enough food to feed not only yourself, but also be able to give some of the food away to friends or to the poor. Child rearing. As of all things, the good religion does not command people to have children. Such a command would violate the principle of the mean. It is simply said that it is better to have children than to not have them. Of course, it is understood that we are talking about only bringing children into loving homes with the resources to raise them well. It is the obligation of a parent to show by example what is to be a follower of the good religion. Children should not be coerced, either overtly or covertly, to become members of the faith. Anyone motivated by fear or pain to do something or to behave in a certain way is not being allowed the freedom of conscience necessary to make the choice to do the good. The Occidental Temple does not accept full members under the age of 18, although children are, of course, welcome and included in all activities. The choice to become a member must be made freely, with a mind which has developed a high level of conscience.